Hey, welcome in. If you're here, you've probably been feeling a little burnt out, emotionally tired, or you just can't focus on gaming lately. And I don't blame you. Like Sebastian from The Little Mermaid said, the human world is a mess, especially right now. And sometimes gaming is how we switch off, escape that chaos, and reconnect with something more comforting. But if you've had burnout, whether it's gaming burnout or just personal burnout, it can be really hard to focus in on those games again. So I've come up with a little list of tips and tricks to help you find your way back to gaming again. Tip number 1 is gamify your real life. Maybe you don't have time or the means to sit down and game right now. So we're going to look at a couple ways that you can make your life more of a game so things are more fun and you can maybe ease back into actual gaming later down the line. My top 3 tips are productivity apps, a little method I call roll for chores, and every good game needs good background music, so that is a tip as well. Let's look at the apps. These are just 3 that I recommend, but there are plenty out there, so make sure you do your own research. Finch is this adorable little app where you have a finch. It's like a little bird. You grow it from an egg. You get little pets that are like your finch's pet. You name it. It grows up. You earn points, like these little gems, from doing your to-do list, which you can see here. They can go on little holidays and little adventures, and it's really cute and it's a really good way to motivate yourself. Habitisha, I think that's how you pronounce it, is a very D&D themed, so you kind of go on quests through all of this. You have a little character and level them up. Forest uses tree planting and focusing in to help you to complete tasks within a set amount of time, or at least get as much done within that focused time as you possibly can manage. Roll for chores, as I like to call it, is a really cool method I saw. I cannot remember the original creator's name. If you know who I mean, please leave a comment. But essentially they made a list of all the chores that they had to do, and they rolled a d20, and whatever number it landed on, they would do, cross it off, get that little dopamine hit for crossing it off, and then roll the dice again, because if you're like me, rolling dice for anything is kind of fun, so it adds a bit of whimsy to it and gamifies it a little bit. I've just set up a little chart here of example chores that you could do, and of course it is important to put your self-care on there, so you're not just solely focusing on chores. So I also put things like hydrate, have a snack, clean yourself. So you would roll, in this case, a d12. You can get them online. If you just ask Google, roll a d12 for me, it will do it for you. Or a d20, or whatever, however many chores you have, you can roll that many sided die. If you have them on your person or want to invest in some, I highly recommend getting some pretty little math rocks, which are D&D dice for the uninitiated amongst you. But I do warn you, it is addicting, and some of them are absolutely gorgeous. Then soundtrack is exactly, what you would think it is. Music really helps motivate people's brains. It is something that I find makes all the difference in video games. If you have a good soundtrack, it makes the game 10 times better, gets you so much more immersed, and you can do that with your chores, your general life, your bus trips. But what I recommend for getting things done is, if you're like studying or trying to get like focus work done, go for some chill vibes. If you're just getting physical work done, like household chores, tidying, cleaning, you need to get done, then the hype music is probably the one for you. Next up, we have keep it handheld. So it is a lot easier to pick up something and snuggle down in a corner or on your sofa, or while you're on the bus to like commuting to wherever you need to go, to just pick up something you can game on then and there. So I've given a few examples of games here. You can pause to have a look at them. The ones on the Switch already have their titles on, but if you don't know the mobile ones, this is Candy Crush Saga. It's probably the one everybody knows. Then we have Monument Valley, which is a little puzzle game, and Florence, which is a little narrative. Very, very cozy adventure. My next tip is you need to be either timed out or locked in. So usually this will work one of these two ways for one person and then the other for a different person, but maybe you're just in a timed out mood one time and a locked in mood another time. But timed out is something with regular save spots or good points where you can like solidly know you're going to end. Examples of this are like farming sims like Stardew Valley, where it automatically saves at the end of every day. And locked in just means that the story or gameplay really keeps you hooked. Things like Life is Strange, where I just needed to know what was going to happen next. It is a bit more of an intense and emotional gaming experience, but it's kind of one of those ones where you do not want to put the game down. Another one back on the timed out, but also kind of like somewhere in the middle, I guess, is games are like an hour or two long, so you can finish that game within like one sitting, or like one or two sittings, and get that satisfaction from finishing a game without having to spend like 50 hours on it like a JRPG. Games as self-care. If you find the right game, I've put two examples here of some very beautiful cozy games. Those games can be so incredible and cozy and heartwarming that they just make you feel happy and safe and relaxed, and that is self-care in my opinion. Your space matters, so whether you want to throw LED colour changing lights everywhere or decorate your space with cozy fluffy things, or you just want lots of blankets and somewhere warm and comfy to sit, where you game will make a difference to how you feel while you're gaming. So I highly recommend keeping that space as tidy as possible. See the first tip with gamifying your life for getting chores done, keeping that space clean, ready for when you do feel ready to game. That's a lot of readies. Anyway, thank you so much for watching. If you have any tips for gaming after burnout, then please leave them in the comments down below and let me know which ones you found most helpful. And I'll see you in the next video. Bye!